all it takes to create a disaster there if the timing's right, and it was. From Atlanta to the Carolinas, Birmingham, and parts of Florida, an eerie scene as folks abandoned their cars in the middle of highways. Many of them forced to spend the night in makeshift shelters, sleeping on floors of supermarkets or gas stations. Atlanta's 911 system so clogged, cops asked people to hit them up on Facebook or Twitter. Most places got about 2 to 3 inches, some more. Look at Cliffdale, Virginia, 6 inches. Maxton, North Carolina, 5. Jenna, Louisiana.
You need to be careful in Alabama. We've got a live picture here from Sylacauga from one of our stringers out there showing the roadways that are already covered with snow. It's just going to get worse as we get through the evening hours.
And we'll take you on east of Alabama into Georgia, right outside Atlanta. There you see, it looks like this is somewhere up north. Maybe Minneapolis, Chicago, but no, this is hot Atlanta. Talk more about this city coming up.
Alabama. Take a look at this live picture from Sylacauga. This is toward the Sylacauga, just to the southeast of the Birmingham area. Snow really coming down and impacting the roadways there, too.
Yeah, that's in Talladega County, and those same scenes are being played out in metro Atlanta. Unfortunately, many people left to work.
Now with Fox 6 storm watcher, weather watcher and storm chaser Brett Adair, who's down in Childersburg. And Brett, just wondering what you've been seeing all day.
Steve, I've been down in the Sylacauga area most of the day. Obviously, the snow had already started, and man, there was some tremendous gridlock. Once those schools started to release, they had to hold the buses from delivering the kids home because the roads became too treacherous.
Brett, I'm thinking that I remember earlier this afternoon that 280 was actually shut down at one point right there in Sylacauga, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was shut down in the small community just outside of Sylacauga of Oak Grove, where Merkle Mountain is located, and there were backups for over a mile down into Sylacauga itself from that particular area. There were many vehicles that were jackknifed up on top of the mountain, and I was in line there for quite some time, and I had a vehicle come at me from the southbound lane. I was in, the eastbound lane. I was in the westbound lane. He crossed the median and almost hit me. So dangerous travel, and it's still going on out there. And if you can stay at home, there's no reason to be on any of these area roads. Yeah.
Brett, as a weather watcher, you know that this kind of caught everybody by surprise coming up this north. What are this far north? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was very tricky forecast. I noticed JP showed our model in-house last night, and it had some snow falling in the Sylacauga area, you know, as early as 8 a.m. this morning, and it did a pretty good job. But I don't think anybody expected the type of traffic problems and interstate problems and overall impacts from Coleman to the south that we saw. I think we were looking more of a Montgomery or a Clanton South type situation, and it snuck up on us a little bit. And you know, those things happen, and that's part of this wild Alabama weather, and that's the reason we love it.
Yeah.
I guess so.
So how much snow have you got down there in Childersburg, and did you see in Sylacauga?
Here in Childersburg, out here in my backyard, we measured about 30 minutes ago. We have about 3 inches on the ground. In the northern parts of Sylacauga, there was 2.5 to 3, but in the south side of town, where the heavier band set up down into Coosa County near Highway 21, I had found a spot or two that had some 4-inch totals.
Wow. So you folks really got it there. I think it's mostly 2 inches around the immediate Birmingham area. So stay warm down there tonight, Brett. We appreciate you calling in.
Oh, not a problem. You guys have a good night.
All right, and so once again, the weather situation surprised a lot of folks, but a lot of folks helping each other out. I've seen folks, pushing vehicles that were stranded, just doing what they can to help out, and that's